Hello YouTube, this is Project Yoda. It is my 1988 Toyota Corolla. I've already started the project, kind of. I've had the car for 4 years. I've done a lot of work to it. Transmission work, I've done suspension work to it. I've done some paint and body work onto it too. Right now I'm having a problem with the cylinder head. So right here, as we see, I've taken the head off. It didn't take me that long, maybe about 2 hours to do. I'm going to clean up all this right here. I'm going to take it all off. I'm going to repaint all the engine bay. And then I can probably, I might relocate the fuse box and the relay box inside to clean it up a little bit, and maybe even relocate the battery into the trunk. So let's walk around the car. So it is a 1980 Toyota Corolla. Like I said, I've done a lot of body work to it. I got this fender to do next. There is some damage to the car. Let's see here, right here. I don't know if you can see that, but it's just a little bit of Bondo, a little bit of taking the fender off, hammering it out, that kind of stuff. I got rims for this car. The only thing I have to do is put longer wheel studs on it. So that's what I gotta do. This one's stripped out, so that's the reason why there's nothing on it. Primered the door. The door's all nice and primered now, along with the rest around the car. I'm not gonna primer the roof. I think they said I can just scuff it up through the clear straight to the paint and then just repaint it. Hood, I'm gonna get a new one. There's damage on that side. I'm going to rebuild one of these again, a strut tower, but I'm going to make it nicer. Let's see here. Like I said, trunk is done, and paint on this side's done. I got to put the light in. Let's check out the interior. So I did put a sound system in this car. I have put some lights in this car too. So with the lights, we have blue lights down here. I know that's kind of ricer, but I thought it looked pretty cool. This lights up blue, and my dome light up here. I know you probably can't see that, maybe you can, but that right there is my dome light, and that's blue too. It's got 198,987 miles on it. This is my stereo unit I have this, plus I have a sub controller down here. I have 2 subs in the rear. I put new speakers up front right here. These are new speakers, 6x9 kickers. I have 6x9s in the rear that are Pioneers, because those are really good for the treble and the bass on and stuff. Not really great for the vocals, I've noticed that. So that's why I have these up front, and I have trebles in here. These are actually some speakers that I had lying around, and I decided to put them in for door handles and armrests. To shut the door, you put your hand right here, and that's how it is. I have had problems where people pull on this and this breaks off, and I have to reglue it. And that one's been reglued maybe about 4 or 5 times because of people have done that shit. So I think I should just tell them what's going on with that, but come a later date. The dash does need to be replaced. It does have cracks down the side, pretty bad right here. Let's see if you can see that. So I talked to a guy, and the guy said he can do is fix all these by taking this cover off and recovering it. I might do that, I might not. I might just go try and find one at maybe a salvage yard that I can just swap out. I would like it tan. Like I said, I'm going to try and change this all car to tan. The interior. I think all this, steering wheel and all that kind of stuff, I remember there was one Toyota that had all black interior that I saw over there, and I was going to either do black or tan. Tan I can probably find, it's probably going to be harder, but I would like it to be tan. I could probably have the seats reupholstered. Anyways, the seats, they are not that bad. There's a little bit of break right here and a little bit of something right here, but they're pretty nice. I just clean them up. Maybe I'll just have a green Yoda colored car. Whatever skin tone Yoda is, I'm going to try and match it as basically as possible I can. But that's a later date. I need to get the engine done. I need to do a couple things in the interior, like the dash and other stuff, and the hood and the strut tower. But yeah, that's 1980 Toyota Corolla. So, like I was saying with the cylinder heads, this is what's wrong with it. So, it's supposed to look like this, right here. All nice and everything. It's not real nice because of this right here. I don't like that. I like to torque my heads down so that that doesn't happen. And that is an out of sequence. Sometimes it happens not like that, but I'm thinking that's what happened here because of this cylinder head. I'm pretty sure it takes 75 foot-pounds to torque it down. So you torque it down to a certain specification, and then after that you do a 90-degree turn, which in turn makes it about 75 foot-pounds. This one, I untorqued the head, and it wound up being around 35 foot-pounds. So this engine, I've had it rebuilt, and the rebuilder did a horrible job at it. I'm a mechanic by trade, so I said, screw it, I'm going to do it myself. So I ripped the head off, and that's how it's supposed to look like. So the cylinder pressure and everything is held by the gasket, and along with the pressure of the coolant and the, well, this is coolant, this is the oil passages. So with the oil passages and the coolant, get sealed by that. Luckily, those were sealed. But the problem was is that the compression was not sealed. It blew right here. So what's happening is that as this cylinder goes to do a compression stroke, all that compression, all that fuel and air goes into this cylinder, which makes this cylinder not run right. It may run because of the spark and the excess fuel that's in there, but it's not going to run right. Because as soon as this thing goes a compression stroke, it pushes straight over this one right here, which in turn doesn't, this engine was not running right. It sounded like a knock. It was really bad. So as the cylinder comes up, compression goes down, compression goes back. It's just a back and forth kind of thing. It sucks. I can deal with it, so I'm going to deal with it. I'm going to deal with the bumper. So the bumper right here has damage to it. Right here. I'm going to fix that. Make that all nice and everything. But I might get a new one because there's a hole over here. There's a hole, and there's this is metal right here. I backed into a wall, and the wall had a bolt, and the bolt tore a hole into my bumper. Unfortunately, things happen, but you just have to deal with them. So this is what's going on with the bumper. I do have some fog lights up front, because these headlights are like 1930 fucking candlelight Model T shit. So I put those up, and it increased my vision by tenfold. It was just incredible. There is a halogen light bulb in it, so they are super bright. They're not, it's not like I have my brights on, but I have better vision at night with them. So we have the headlights, which are glass, which are really nice. It means they don't fade, they can crack, they can chip, that kind of stuff. But I've had, these are, I think they're original to the vehicle themselves, both of them. So that's great. These are plastic. I need to refinish them. They are dull. As you can see how dull it is up here. This is supposed to be nice and shiny, but it's not. So I'm going to refinish those. I'm going to probably sand them down to about 3,000 grit. About 3,000 grit, and then put a clear coat over top of them, and that should work. I'm going to put a UV protectant on that top of that too, so I think I can get that at my local shop. So we'll show a project on that too. Since I have the cylinder head off now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to update you guys later on Next video is I'm going to show you guys all the stuff that I ripped off. Unfortunately, I don't have time lapse, which soon I might have. So let's find out with that. But right now, I'm going to rip all this stuff off. And then my next video, I'm going to show you all that. And then I'm going to show you how to strip all the paint and take that out right there. Take those out so they don't get messed up with the stripper and the battery. So that's why I might relocate them, because they're going to be taken out anyways. So we'll find that out. So this is upload. Please like and subscribe to my channel. That helps me out a lot and everything, which means I can make more videos. More videos are better for you. My project for this is basically just to have a car that I can take out to shows and stuff, and people want to know. People want to see the history of the car and that kind of stuff. So that's what I want. Everything, I want to drive it as much as I possibly can. But this is for right now. But later on down the line, what I'm going to do is rip the transmission out, put a 5-speed in it. Right now it's got 3-speed. It's slow as fuck. But we're going to rip this out and put a 5-speed in it, and the clutch will be over there, and the clutch pedal assembly, all that inside. But this is Project Yoda. Like I said, like and subscribe. See you later.